I've been helping pool owners for close to 30 years, and in this video I'm answering your questions about closing and winterizing the pool for the winter. I'll discuss the best time to close your pool, cover cleaning, winter chemicals, and more. And if you want your question answered in a future video, just click the link below. Otherwise, let's dive in. How late can I keep my pool open? It depends on where you live and if you have a heater installed. If you can keep the water warm and you want to keep swimming, then you can keep your pool open all year long. But if you live in an area with freezing temperatures during the winter, my general recommendation is to close your pool when your outside temperatures stay consistently below 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius, because lower temperatures prevent algae from growing and can help your water to stay clear. I actually surveyed our audience, and most pool owners aim to close their pools in late September or early October, depending on weather conditions. People in warmer climates like Texas, Vegas, Florida, they keep their pools open year-round. Others wait until the water temperatures to drop or when the leaves start to fall. Should the pool cover be cleaned before closing? So you should clean the cover after you open the pool in the spring. It'll get dirty during the winter, so I wouldn't waste my time trying to clean it now. When you open your pool and remove the cover, there are two ways that you can clean it. The easiest way is to buy a winter cover cleaner. You can buy a spray-on pool cover cleaner that attaches to your garden hose, and then you simply spray a combination of the water and the cleaner on the cover while it's still on the pool, and then you can just give it a good rinse. But a better way is to actually remove the cover and lay it out on your lawn or your driveway. And then either using the cover cleaner or car wash soap, you can scrub the top of the cover with a pool brush, rinse it off with clean water, and then leave it out to dry before storing it for the season. By the way, I recommend storing your pool cover in a large plastic container with the lid so mice and bugs don't chew a bunch of holes in it. Now, if you need more help with your pool and you want something to keep by your side for easy reference, then you should get a copy of our Pool Care Handbook. It's our easy-to-follow manual that helps you keep your pool clean and clear all year. Now, on top of general pool care, there are actually 3 sections covering pool winterization. You have pool winterization, pool opening, and off-season or year-round pool maintenance. Just go to swimu.com/book to get yourself a copy today. Okay, so let's get back to another question. When I closed my pool last year, I balanced the water, drained it below the skimmer, and let it freeze over. But when I opened it, I had a serious algae problem, and I was just wondering what your recommendations are for properly closing a pool for the winter. Well, the first step you took was correct. You want to test the water and balance it, because this helps protect the pool from corrosion and scale buildup over the winter. And you want to make sure that your pH is between 7.2 and 7.8, and your alkalinity is between 80 and 120 parts per million. The night before closing, you want to shock your pool one last time. Run the pump overnight to distribute the shock throughout the pool. And I won't dive into it here, but if you need more information about shocking a pool, check out our other video. Finally, I would add 1 dose of Polyquat 60% non-copper algicide to prevent algae growth throughout the off-season. If you have a mesh cover or other ways for dirt, leaves, and other debris to enter the water, then use a double dose of this algicide. You can also use this algicide periodically throughout the winter to keep algae away if the weather warms up while your pool is closed. Plus, you should properly winterize your filter system and cover up your pool to prevent debris from building up over the winter, because this will help you open up clear in the spring. Okay, next question. So I have a rip in my pool liner. Should I drain and cover it until it's replaced in the spring, or just leave the water in at the current level and cover it? So ideally, I would patch this rip before you close it. It depends on where the rip is in your pool. The worst case is that the pool drains completely all winter. You don't want this to happen because it'll destroy your entire liner. And if you have an above ground pool, it could actually collapse. Again, I recommend at least temporarily patching the liner before you close and don't drain it. By the way, this is kind of a tangent, but if your cover has a rip, a quick way to fix it is to use waterproof tape on both sides to patch the hole until you can get it properly stitched back up. I would like to know what equipment will work for blowing out the lines when winterizing a pool. For example, could I use a standard shop vac? If I use antifreeze, do I still need to blow the pipes? So I like using an air compressor and a shop vac. The air compressor blows water out of your filter system and your plumbing, and the shop vac is helpful for removing any leftover water from your skimmer and other areas. That said, the shop vac is actually optional. By the way, if you have an above ground pool, then you don't need to blow out your plumbing. You can just disconnect the hoses and drain your filter system. First, you want to remove all the return fittings and the skimmer basket or baskets. Then remove all the drain plugs from your filter system, and if you have a multi-port valve, you want to set it to recirculate. And if possible, set the valve in front of your pump to the skimmer line. Then you can attach an air compressor to the drain opening on your pump. You can set the pressure between 10 and 30 psi to blow all the water from your suction side lines and then your return lines. Finally, you want to plug all of the openings, so your return line, your skimmers, and remove any standing water from your skimmers with a shop vac. With an air compressor, you're probably going to need a special little adapter to fit into your pump, depending on your pump. So just take your drain plug from your pump to your local hardware store and match it up with something that'll attach to your air compressor. Now, if you want more specific directions on blowing out your filter system and your plumbing, you can check out our other video walkthrough. Look, if you're unsure about this, I recommend just hiring somebody to blow out the lines for you. That way, it's done by an insured company in case anything goes wrong, like busted underground pipes. If you blow your lines out properly, you shouldn't have to worry about them freezing, and therefore you don't have to use antifreeze. However, if you choose to use antifreeze anyway as an insurance policy, be sure to purchase the one designed specifically to be used in pools, not car antifreeze. If you want to submit a pool question for a future video, you can head over to swimu.com/question, or you can click the link below. And be sure to subscribe to find out when your question gets answered. That's it. Thanks again, and happy swimming.